Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the last video, when we were trying to execute our project, we were trying to execute our container, which is in the Docker Hub. So we were getting some issue, right? That's what we saw. Like, okay, we got this issue. The build is failed, right? In the Jenkins when we execute it. So if you see the error, actually, I was trying to say it. So if you see it saying, okay, something with the related to health check dot cell health check script file, right? So it is saying like some syntax error. Okay, so what happened, we have our health check script in our let me open the Eclipse. So this health check script is in our our let me open it so I can explain it to you. Okay, so if you go to our project Google Automation, and here we have this health check script. Okay, and when we created our project, right, when we created our image Selenium Docker, so we have this file healthcheck.sh in our image Selenium Docker in in the target folder. Right now we don't have it here, we cannot see it, but that jar files, right, we have created Selenium Docker jar and Selenium Docker test jar. So those files have this health check script as well. Okay, and somehow when, because this is in Windows, right, somehow it's there is some issue, it's not able to read or something like that. Now how to resolve this? Okay, so instead of reading it from here, we will change something. So let me do that. So this health check script we have, you know why we have this check script, we have it, we want to check like, okay, the grid is ready before we execute our test, right? So this is what we are doing in this health check script. So if you go to the Docker file here, so what I made the changes previously, I don't have this file, I don't have it here right now. I had this. We are, so Docker file we are using to build our image, right? To create our image, Docker Selenium Docker image, right? See, we are using, okay, entry point Java minus CP Selenium Docker jar, Selenium Docker test jar, everything, and we are adding this health check script also from here in our path to the container health check dot script, and somehow we are getting error here. So that's why I just commented this part, and instead of adding it, what I did, I said, okay, run wget and this path. So what is this path is like, I have my script here now, this health check script. Okay, so if I go to this path, so I just, okay, it's actually downloaded here. If you see, it is downloaded. We cannot see it here. If I say like this and hit enter, it's downloaded. Okay, so if you open it, so here is the health check script. So this is the same script. There is no change in the script actually. If you go here and you try to open with um, let's open with something WordPad maybe. So this is the same script. There is no change in this script, but instead of taking it like from adding, like in the Docker Hub, when we are saying, sorry, in the Docker file, when we are saying add health check script, like we are instead of adding, we are just saying, okay, don't you just take this script like this command, run wget, and here is my script. Okay, so if you do this and save it, and then you have to build your image again because you made some changes in your Docker file here, right? So I just did that. I just let me open the command prompt. So go to the command prompt since you made the changes, and you have to go to this path, your project path. So your project path is Eclipse Workspace Google Automation. So this is my project path, so I have to go here and oh sorry, it is space like this. And then if you see git status, git status, so uh, there is no change because right now we have not made any change. I just did the same thing. Actually I made the change, but I already committed this code. So if you make the changes, you have to go to this path and commit your code to the GitHub. So you know that, right? Git add dot. So and after that git commit. So if you do all these things, your code, the latest code, whatever you made the changes in your Docker file, you added this run wget, right? And you commented the add health check. So instead of adding health check script like this, we are saying run wget. So after you make this change, you have to you have to commit this code to the GitHub. So if you go to the GitHub, let's go to the GitHub, github.com. So if you go to here, and this is your project, right? Selenium Docker Git. So if you go here, and if you go here, so now you will have see Docker file 12 hours ago. Actually, I did it 12 hours ago. Okay, but if you do it now, it will be like some. So I made the changes in the Docker file. That's it. Okay. Now when you made these changes and you have it here in your Git. Okay. After that, what you have to do? After that, you have to build your image again. So how to build the image? We have already. If you go to your Jenkins, we already. If you go to the project here, back to project. And here, if you go, let's see, back to dashboard, I think. Yeah, here, right? So we have two things here: Selenium Docker Executor. This is for executing, and Selenium Docker Builder. This is to build the image. So just you have to build now. When you build it, what it will do? It will go here and Selenium Docker Git right here, and it will go to this place and it will see the Jenkins file here, right? The Jenkins file, it will read the Jenkins file, and accordingly it will build the image. So what we are saying in the Jenkins files, we are saying, okay, you build first, you compile the project because I may have made some changes in my project, and then you build the image and then you deploy. So that's what this part will do if you build this. Okay, if you build it here. If you want, I can just build it one more time here. Let's build now. So if you build, so it will see, okay, what nodes are available. So okay friends, so let me stop it here because our Docker is offline, right? So we have to first make our Docker this. We have created Docker, right? Isn't? So we have to first uh, make it online. So let's see how we can do that. If you go here, right, see, so you have to go to the path where we have the agent jar, right? So where we have the agent jar, if you see here, we have it in the downloads folder, right? I think, yeah. So if you go here and you go to the downloads folder, and we have agent here, right? So just copy this path and go to the command prompt. C space. Oops. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. This is the agent's properties. Okay, not like this. Maybe Actually, I want the full path. So if this is executable jar, just right click here and copy full path. And then if you go here, cd space, yes. So, okay, sorry. We don't want agenda. We just want to go to till downloads. Not able to go because we have to cd dot, and then cd space. Yeah, now clear the screen. So now we are here. Now what we have to do, we have to run this command again to make it online, right? Slave, this is our slave actually, right? The Docker we have created, so that the master Jenkins is our master, right? Jenkins is a container, virtual machine which is a master, and we are executing in the slave. Slave is our local host right now. So just put it here and hit enter. Now it will be online. So now if you go here and refresh your browser, so now it's online. Now we can execute. Now let's build it. Build now. So if you see here, it's Selenium Docker Builder. So it's now building. So it's building the image and deploying it to the Docker Hub. So let's wait for some time until this is not done. So friends, to me, like the error that we got in the last video, to what we did, we just changed our this health check script file here, here, right? Sorry, we just made the changes to Docker file, not health check. Here, instead of adding like this, we said, okay, take it, run wget, take it this way, because maybe if you do the add maybe in the Linux machine it will work fine, but when you are doing it in the Windows machine, so you have your health check script in the Windows and you are executing in the Linux platform, so maybe some format issue is coming. Okay, so that's why you can say run wget, so it will be fine. Now see, this Selenium Docker is executed, right? If you go here, just you can see your last build executed here, last build 1 minute 6 seconds ago, and you go to the console and see everything is successful. So we are able to successfully build the image and deploy it to the Docker Hub. See, it's a success. Okay, so we are good here. Now what we have to do, let's go to the dashboard again, and now we will run Selenium Docker executor. So what will happen, it will go to the GitHub, because here, and let's see what will happen if you execute that. So go here, so Selenium Docker executor, see what it will do. So it will read the file, this Jenkins file, whatever we have in Jenkins file, and accordingly it will execute your script. So Jenkins file, if you see what we are saying, okay, pull the image from the Selenium like a Docker Hub, and then you start the grid, and then you execute my test case, which is the search module, and then you archive everything in the output, whatever we have in the output folder, or you archive it, we will see it. Okay, and then you bring the grid down, Docker Compose down. So that's what we are doing now. Since we are saying Docker Compose up, so we also have a Docker Compose file here, that's it. So, and we have provided this path in our Jenkins, right? When we created this nodes, we have did that. Now if you run it, let's run it now, let's see, build now. So now oh sorry friends, I think I did the mistake, I have to stop it, because we don't need to run again this, right? Stop it. Okay, something is happening. Okay, maybe I have to execute again, so just give me, okay, stop, right? Now let's run this executor, build. So let's wait for some time, and then hopefully this time it should be successful, and we will see our reports and everything in the artifacts. So let's see that. So it's still executing, so maybe some more time. So now what it is doing, first it is pulling the image from the Docker Hub, and then it is starting the grid. So where it is starting the grid, everything is happening in the container, in the cloud, right? So maybe in the next video we will learn about Selenium, because if you want to see, you know, your test running in the browser and or something like that, then we can use the Selenium also. So I think we have not discussed that part, maybe we'll discuss that. So now if you see, this is successful, right? The Selenium Docker executor. And now if you go here, and let's see, so it's saying last build 56 seconds ago. Okay, and if I go here, if I go to the console, and let's see, so this time if you see, everything looks fine, it's fine. And if you see total run 6, we have 6 test cases, everything is run, failures 0, skips 0, and this time everything looks good and it's successful. So only issue we had in the Docker file, the way we added the health check script, that's it. Our health check script was also good, but instead of adding we have to say run wget. Okay, now what is this artifact, right? We said artifact. So now let's go back here. So since we said, right, you this project where we said that artifact, I will show you that 1 second. Here in the Jenkins file, let's see what is this Jenkins file we have. In this Jenkins file we said, okay, archive the artifacts from the output folder, because this output folder we have mapped. If you go to this output folder, right, if you go here in our project path, Google Automation, so where is the output folder? So this is the test output folder, this is the Eclipse workspace, this is the output folder, right? But it's not here, I think. Let's see, output folder, Docker, Google, Selenium, but this is 23rd December, and this Google Automation. Okay, anyway, it's not here, but it's in the, when we are running, it is in the container output folder. If you want to see, right, we have mapped that way. Let me see where we did that. So not here in this Docker file, but in this Docker compose file. Let's see what we have. See here. So we did the volume mapping. Okay, whatever we have in the test output, Google Automation test output, whatever we have, you put in the output folder. Okay, so if you go to this Google Automation here and the test output, so whatever we have here, so actually maybe it is not updated because maybe the volume mapping is not working in our machine somehow, but whatever we have here, if it is working, it will be kept in this output folder. Okay, so that's what we did, the volume mapping. Now whatever we have here, it will be archived in our here. So if you go to the Jenkins, the run last successful artifact, if you go here to see output, everything is here. So if you want to see the report, let's see, index.html, let's open it. Okay, so we can see in this way. So we can modify our report, maybe, we can use something good formatting for the report, but I just wanted to show, like, okay, how we can archive it here in the Jenkins. So our test is archived here. Okay, so that is the main topic. If I say open link in new tab, test ng report, so this is a just test ng report. We don't have any type of good reporting here because we have not done that. Because when you learn Selenium or something, we know how to design a good report, and then you can see the good report here. Okay, but this video we just wanted to see how we can archive our report. So that's what we did here. So I think this is good now, friends. Thank you.